Welcome to the most supercalifragilisticexpialidocious culture, the most richest culture. This is the Acholi culture, the wealthiest, the richest. The Acholi people are believed to have come from Bahel Gazelles in Sudan, moving and settling in the present-day Pakwach, Pobongo. The Acholi people, normally the boys used to be the elders. All the children are taught how to hunt in order to provide food to a home, irrespective of their sizes, their ages. Welcome to the great Acholi cultural movie industry, the engine of our culture. In the history of Acholi people, the young ones were always taught traditional dance. Meanwhile, on their ways going to hunt, boys would always get girls trying to practice traditional dance in the forests or along the way, because the love of the culture stems straight from their blood. The culture of dignity, the culture of respect is the culture of Acholi people. The Lalakaraka dance is a dance of courtship. Meanwhile, the Kubuku is a dance that shows the talent in the girls and the boys. The boy would always proceed on their aunt. Meanwhile, the girls were always left with some domestic chores, and the Acholi girls exhibit natural beauty such that the smile can make a man dance, and they always have natural artistic beauty, and they would always be left to prepare food at home. This is the way how they locally make millet bread or millet flour, pounding in the morning pounding in a mortar. This is how a girl growing in a Acholi home is supposed to pound and make millet flour. This process is called grinding. Grinding is after removing from the mortar. A well-mannered Acholi lady would always grind these grains to make sure the flour is edible by the family. And at sometimes a young girl would always be sent by a brother to bring water, irrespective of the sizes. Meanwhile, as the boys are hunting, busy looking for the meat, the girls will always be preparing from home, grinding the portion to make sure when the meat abroad, there will always be ready flour to mix together. This is the beauty of our culture. The richest culture in the world is Acholi culture. With the girls being so dignified, being so hardworking, being so well-mannered, being so naturally, artistically articulated. The boys would drink water from a clay-made cup or bowl, and the young ones would always be bathed using calabash, or sometimes the water could be sprinkled on them. The same bowl could be used for eating, the same bowl could be used for drinking, can serve a lot of purposes. This one here is called Aguara Lamatpi Unyoparopi. This oparo is very vital in Acholi culture for drinking water, keeping honey, milk, and such liquid things. The girls would always admire their skin tone, massage their bodies, forgetting the duties that are left by their mothers. Sometimes the mother could get so arrogant up to the extent of beating them with the pistol. This is how actually women train their girls to be presentable to their in-laws. They were always taught manner of sitting while pounding, manner of sitting while eating, manner of sitting while preparing food. A mother would always be close to the daughter to make sure she doesn't shame her while she is presented for the customary marriage. The mother would be very strict to make sure they produce the best quality in their daughters to attract the best dowry ever. The girls, after being reminded, will always start to react. Go fetch water with a clay-made pot. After awakening their souls with some canes or some straw, the mothers always support the girls during their livelihood, facing water, going together in the well, going together in the wetland to collect firewood. This is how a typical actually woman collects water by the well. She would always scoop the water with a walpi, a unique calabash that is used for drinking or scooping water in the well. It's called a walpi, and the water would always be carried in a pot, and the banana's fiber would act as a sponge that would reduce the pain while the pot is put on top of the egg. The girls, after they're done with all their domestic chores, would always get time to practice the traditional dances. After every things their parents told them are done, they would practice during the evening hours the traditional dance like la la la, bola, ajera, la kubuku, na, dindi. And because of the enjoyment, the mothers would always join their daughters after making sure they have executed all the domestic chores. As you can see, the dancing, the boys and the girls would always meet together in the king's or in the Lord's palace, in the chief's palace, to practice the dance, the traditional dance. Meanwhile, the younger ones would always learn how to earn, because that was the only way of providing food, the only way of getting food. They would learn how to earn alone. And at point, the father and the son would always discuss together, and they would be responsible in disciplining their daughters. In case the daughter would be going astray, the fathers would use iron hand to make sure their daughters are well disciplined. The brothers would be the chief in disciplining their sisters. The brothers would always flog, cane, or inflict pains. Not only that, the actually people are believed to be the most hardworking. They work tirelessly from 6 a.m. in the morning till 6 p.m. in the evening, doing a lot of things. Not only that, there were always cases of violence among brothers and sisters, over misunderstanding, because it's always normal in actually society that violence will always prevail. In such event, there could be peaceful method of solving violence or dispute. That's by sitting down and discussing and asking for forgiveness, as the hard work would always be the anthem of the day. The Acholis are believed to be the most hardworking among the Luo. They always plant trees, practice tree planting. They plant a lot of fruits. The young ones are always eager to learn hunting as the only priority, the only way of making food available. These are boys hunting animals to make sure they provide edible source of food to their parents, and as a co-curricular activities, as a leisure way of spending leisure. They would always build companionship, build togetherness, build cohesiveness, build hard work spirit, and build teamwork, because hunt was a communal activity that was done by most boys and men as well. After unsuccessful hunt, the boys would always discuss what made the hunt not to be successful, such that in the near future or in the time to come, they would be expert during the hunt. The culture that speaks with love, the culture that is adorable, the culture that is expeditious, the culture that is very sparp, the Luo, the Acoli culture, the culture of dignity, the culture of respect, the culture of hard work, the culture of giant.